threatens Chetsuma, the noble one. Why? Because she's realized. That's what I want to say. That's the message you're supposed to get. Voila. Now we know.
I see that and I totally agree and totally see.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about us,
not
far from realized people, and something, the effect of being with others, like I feel that helps the self-cherishing mind.
But I'm not saying anything different. Am I saying anything different? I said you have to take what you can take from this. I didn't say, I think, not even once you have to go and leave your family. Or did I say that? No. So why are you hearing that? I'm not saying that. That's all. Do you get my point?
Yes, and I didn't say that. Just being with people.
Yeah.
Hanging around with people.
Yeah.
I think it made an effect, I feel, on widening the self in a way.
Yes, of course. I'm not saying no, but why, what's the point? How does it relate to that? It doesn't relate to that. Here, we in the 8th chapter of a Bodhisattva who understands he has to go into solitude to realize emptiness. That's what the text is about. Do you get the message? Yeah. So, there's developing bodhicitta. We are with people, we think about it, we see the suffering. So he goes to practice shamatha with the motivation of bodhicitta. He takes the people with him without needing their company to open up his heart. So he has realized also, he's very far gone. So this is, sorry if I start screaming, I don't want to hurt you, okay? Still have this habit of, when people don't get my point, I get impatient. Sorry. Yeah, I know. In Switzerland, everybody will go out of the room now and say, oh. So, this is the beauty of Buddhism. This is the beauty of Buddhism. Come over here. You go and sit down with the book. Or be brave and bear the hardships. Yeah. Practice patience.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, don't try, do it.
I'm doing it.
Good. So, the beauty of Buddhism is there is 84,000 teachings, but not all of them apply to the same moment or to the same person. Same as a full chemist shop full of medicines. The difficulty is the pharmacists, the Buddha is not here anymore. We have our gurus who can tell us, you need that, I know a woman, she left her children when they were small. She went to Japan, made Buddhism and started to practice. She said, if I would have stayed with them, I would have killed them. That's also possible. Staying with others can make you so tense and so unhappy. She's a wonderful practitioner. The kids are grown up, she's a grandmother, she's a very good softa. But she came from a small village in Belgium. Can you imagine how they judged her? But she left with that thought, if I stay here, I'm going to kill them. I'm in such a bad state, and there are parents who kill their children. And instead of having compassion for them, we kind of judge them, and we force them to be together with them. Yeah. So yes, you're right, you're totally right, it can open up our heart, but it can also totally close it. When you see people throwing trash into nature, does it widen your heart? No. When you see people driving in a very dangerous way, or you're behind you and they go boop boop, but you are just trying to keep the speed limit. Oh. This is what you train in the retreat to then come back and have an open heart for all.
he's ready.
At the moment, sorry to
No.
cut you because we don't have that much time. At the moment, we need other people to feel love and compassion. I think you were not here yesterday afternoon anymore. When we put the people we love in front of us, it's attached love. But we need them to feel love, otherwise we don't. If we would be totally alone in a cave, and be able maybe we would die, but let's say miracle and we're able to, even as a baby, feed ourselves, I don't know, and we're totally alone all the time, we wouldn't have compassion, we wouldn't have love, because we need others. But this is a period on the spiritual path. This is a time frame, okay? Okay, we go on about the beauties of the retreat place, and then we go for lunch. Like those who journey on the road, who halt and make a pause along the way, beings on the pathways of the world, all halt and pause and take their birth. Okay. Our lives are like a journey, right? We meet some, we separate, then we meet again, we separate, and so on. And then sometimes we go into retreat, and sometimes we're out. So, but again, it doesn't mean, for example, also the body, when it goes about no attachment to the body. Please keep your body fit and healthy. If you do sports because you want to have a healthy body, because you want to be a benefit to others, it's great. If you do sports and you want to have a healthy body just for yourself, it's great. Because at least you don't take the space of another patient who needs the doctor. We can start thinking like that. Keep it healthy in a reasonable way. Do not ruin it, because it is your boat to cross the ocean of samsara. We need a precious human rebirth. But don't overdo it. Don't worry so much and hope that somebody else will create attachment to this body. This is when we're young. We hope that somebody gets attached to me. And how do we do that? Through the body. This is why attractive people, they find partners very quickly. It's reality, I'm sorry to say so. I'm really happy I was never that attractive. Because then, then it's like this kind of thing, too many, or you have to choose, or I don't know what. It's like, but taking good care of your body is really important. Until the time comes around when this thing we do in the afternoon, then it's about who do I want around me when I die, yeah? So until the time comes around when 4 men carry me away, amidst the tears and sights of holy folk, till then I will away and go into the forest. So he really liked the Buddha. Now the Buddha only needed one night, right? But he said, I'm going to sit down here in Lord Gaya. I will not get up until I have found the cause why we have unwanted suffering. It took him one night. So of course then we say, oh yeah, one night I go away from my loved ones. Yeah. But it took him also to go away from his family. It took him, how many years? 6 years of asceticism, and then this one more night there. Or a few days where he started eating this rice, this milk rice from Sujata, and then he sat. It took him, they say it took him one night, I don't know if it's true. But anyway, so he makes the same decision here. In this life, I've been to the monastery, I have composed texts, I have done, and now I'm going there until I die to make progress on this path. And that's a very Indian thing, by the way, also. The sadhus. Very often they are born, they're boys, it's not women who do it, there's few sadhu women, the very, very few. They have a life, they get an education, they have a life, they have a family, they bring children to this world, they give them an education, and then they go off to work with their mind, to prepare for death, to prepare for the next life. It's a very Indian thing. So no saftas and sabas at that time looking after the children. No. And so there's this very nice last story before we go, because there's this sadhu with his only one bundle, what he says, no need. He comes to the Maharaja, you might have heard the story, I told it many times. comes to the Maharaja and they sit in the park and the sadhu goes like this, you know, I have a cave and it's so beautiful and only with birds and animals, nobody to disturb me, and look at you with all your duties, blah, blah. So the Maharaja says, I will also leave everything behind, I will also go there. Then he said, there's fire. So he turns around, his palace is burning, and he says, oh, the gods must have heard my wish, they are burning my possessions. And the sadhu, you know, sadhus with the very thin legs and the very few clothes, he gets up and he starts running towards the palace and goes, my bundle, my bundle. Because he was so attached to his bundle. So there you go, you can go to retreat. You can leave society not just because it's too much for you also, and you hate people and you don't want them anymore. You can also do that. It's not such a good motivation. You can, you know, I mean, we all know people who are so tired and so burned out that they have to go to in Switzerland it's called sanatorium, how is it called here? To a place, a rehab place. Huh? Wellness park.
Turn this one on, guys? Is this working? No?
I don't know. You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. It's
Okay.
getting a bit hot, that's all.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry.
Okay,
Don't worry so much. It's all right. You know, the more you worry, the hotter you get. I tell you.
no.
We're all sitting in the same temperature, so you know, it's okay. Anyway, so they have to go away to that place in order to recover and then come back. So it's good, yeah, also sometimes. It depends at what point you stand, and this is why I said this is the beauty about Buddhism. You take whatever you need now. You know? It's okay to hear verses and say, no, this I don't want to go, I don't want to do. You know, we don't have to find reasons why this now is not valid. That's the danger sometimes also. In order to feel, you know, I don't want to do this, we just say, yeah, I'm not ready to do this, it's good if somebody can, it's fantastic. Yeah? Okay? So, he's trying to make it attractive for us, so now you can then, in your meditation, build your retreat place. And we offer all the food that we're going to eat, again, kind of thinking about all the beings who have created it, and their parents and their grandparents, and even further down, you know. So we see that the whole universe is in that food. Actually, we say thank you for them to work hard, especially the work is in the fields also, in the heat, you know, much hotter outside than in here. That's another good thing, when you feel you're sitting comfortably and you feel too hot. And then you think about the people working in the fields who are making your cucumbers. Yeah, for you maybe it doesn't work.
Preferably working in the field.
Huh?
We prefer working in the field.
Yeah, so we think about them with gratitude. So if you're working in the fields, we think about you. And we say thank you when we see the cucumbers. Yeah, isn't it a beautiful thing? And then we say especially thank you to Mother Earth because of the rain and the wind and the sun, because without them, we couldn't keep this body alive. When you eat the fruit, try to eat it with joy and enjoying it, because there's a lot of effort that went into that. So you have a duty to enjoy it, not just to gobble it down mindlessly. So please enjoy your food, and in the meantime we offer it, because it's a Buddhist course, to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, or to your object of devotion. We offer it on behalf of all other beings, so that they get the merit. Tempala me Sande Rinpoche, Kyopala me Dancho Rinpoche, Tempala me Kedun Rinpoche, Kya me Kancho Sumla Churwa. And we meet again at 10 past